Okay, so let's go to question 2. Question 2 on page 2. Okay, so here we want to study this pie chart, which shows the favorite pets of the student, of some S1 students. So there are some favorite pets like dog, cat, rabbits, and so on. So in part A, find the angle of each zeta. Okay, so means for the dog you have to find the angle of zeta. For the cat you also need to find the angles, and so on. So let's write it down. So maybe let's begin with the dog. The angle of zeta dog. Okay, so here the percentage is given, and we are going to find the angle of this theta. The angle should be something like here. So because we know 50% of students like dogs, so 50%, and we want to find the angle for one round circle is 360. So we just need 50% of them. So therefore the angle of zeta for the dog is 180. So similarly, you can also find out the angle of zeta cat to be 360 times 30% in order to find the angle, which is 108. So please continue to find the angle of zeta for rabbits, turtles, and others. Okay, so you'll find it on your own. So before I end this video, I would like to try part B with you as well. Okay, so let's take a look at part B. So we know that 60 of students like cats, and they found the total number of all the students in the S1 in the group. Okay, so we know that 30% of all the S1 students will like 60 students. 30% of all the S1 students love cats, and actually there are 60 of them. So what will be the total number of all the S1 students? So we can set up an equation that x be the total number. Okay, so since 30% of all the students love cats, and there are 60 students who love cats, so we can set up an equation in this way. And therefore, you can change it into a fraction and then try to solve the value of x. This is 200. Okay, therefore there are 200 students in the group. Okay, so in this question, if you want to find out the total number, it will be better for you to set up an equation, because you don't know the total number, but you know the percentage of it. So of course, for some students, you think that setting up an equation will be very troublesome and take you a lot of time. Then you can also consider to use the division, but this is not very preferable because it is easy to make mistake. Okay, so I think the equation is easier to follow.